I should say
Yes.
Fantasy Grounds.
Okay, perfect. We have 0 viewers, so we don't have to say hi to anyone yet. So we'll see
Yay!
when they
No.
pop in. So that's good because so we're just skirting it. For the record, we can say we've had an OGL discussion. That's why we're late, so to speak. We have to go digest the news before a little bit before we actually started. So I'm just gonna hide my self view there. So there we go. And yep. So we'll see here what we. So yeah. So now we haven't played in a month. So we need to have a little bit of a recap and stuff here. So
Mm-hmm.
I've added things in here. So yeah. And we don't have Amy today. She's off. Yep.
Oh, she is. Okay.
Yeah.
I was
She's
going to ask where she was.
yeah,
So.
she's off traveling. So yep.
Yeah, she's got to fly to Virginia. She's a subject matter expert on something for a court, some sort of trial.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I know she
Yeah.
mentioned that, so I was just like, ooh.
Yep.
Okay. OGL1X.
That is awesome.
I actually bought the Chaosium version of the rule set
Yep.
yesterday. It's a $20 set, and
Yep.
Chaosium has it in their thing right in that document that you can use it forever
Yep.
for free.
So
So
we
I'm-
need to all run out and buy other role playing games now.
Well, I've
Well,
been seriously looking at other games for a while because I'm just nonplussed with 5e.
For me, it's just
it's
a matter of what
whatever.
rule system should I run my games in, so to speak. That's the
Mhm.
thing, because I want to run
Yep.
them in my Greyhawk still. So
Yep.
that's that. Yep. So we'll see.
so we'll start playing Chaosium, and Elric and the Eternal Champions are going to show up in the middle of Greyhawk and
Yeah. We just need to
Stormbringer.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. We need to. Well,
Calm down.
I kind of sidestep with level up, and then I now screwing up level up. So we'll see how far I go down that rabbit hole of screwing things up rules wise. So we'll see. Yeah.
Yep. No, I've just been examining other rule sets. We'll put it that way because there's just so many out there.
But that's healthy to do.
know?
You should kind of check over what you want, how you want to run things, and using what rule system and stuff. That's meaning suit the one that your play style and all that. That's the important thing.
I love the simplicity of the D100 system. I just love it.
Yep.
Because you get one thing, your thing is only 1 page long. You
Yep.
don't have multiple pages of spells and this and that and this and that. That's like
And
ugh.
I can also report from the map making front that now I'm mapping. I can render 3,600 square miles in one go in
Wow.
on my new computer. So now I'm rendering the southern Shieldlands, and it's not only one little bit that was the test area. Now I can render huge areas in one go. So it's
and now
fantastic.
she's really going to kill my computer if I ever start doing 3D for her because
So it's
my computer's nowhere near that.
Yeah, it's
Nowhere near her old system.
Awesome. So I'm just loving it that I can
Oh,
now branch out and do large areas and do lots and lots of cool stuff. So it's coming. Yep.
Quick note add on the 3D stuff. All the assets that I was going to use in my Manor build are crap.
Uh-oh.
So I need to rebuild every one of them because they're like overlapping. There's like 5 times as many vertices as there needs to be.
You need to start doing like I do. You need to produce all your stuff from the ground up. Yep.
I am because I'm so tired of this. I've downloaded I don't know how many 3D models, and every one of them has like 1 million vertices in it when there's only like 100 that's required.
Yep.
And it drives me nuts. It's like, really, people, come on.
There should be a tool that you can kind of simplify them using
Yeah,
an algorithm or something. Yep.
There is for ArcGIS. It's collapsed vertices that.
Well, it does this, but that also messes with the look of the model sometimes.
Yeah,
if you're not careful.
Yep.
So, unfortunately, So I've spent the last 2 days redoing a fireplace so it actually looks like a fireplace. So,
Yep. That's awesome. Yep.
You could have built a real one in less time.
Yeah. The trouble is some of these are specifically Victorian, and there's very few pictures of Victorian fireplaces out there.
Okay.
So these are actually taken from real life, like scanning.
Yep.
So
Dwayne,
they're actual,
you have to find some Victorian fireplaces and take pictures for Linda. Yep.
If you'd asked me, I probably could have found half a dozen for you.
Yeah, meaning you might have one yourself. How old is your house? Yep.
No, mine's not a Victorian fireplace. I've got a Frontier fireplace.
Yeah.
So I can cook in it.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Yep. So yeah, it's just, things that I got to do to, keep working. But
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
love the style of these, which is why I'm taking the time to
Yep.
redo them. They actually look very, very nice and Victorian. So,
Mm-hmm.
which is why I'm
Okay.
taking the time. So, um, let's see, what am I doing? Save as.
Right.
I
Does
don't
everyone remember what we were doing? It's
I
Yes.
been a
have
Yeah.
while.
You
I
were.
think we
You
no.
were
were.
running
You.
away, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. You're outside the gate there, and you had started a fire and on inside the on the other side of the port. So you
Yeah. The
really.
the
Yep. Mm-hmm.
the guys up top have just bailed on them. They should be running with us. And I think
Yep.
if I remember rightly, over that way there's some sort of
Yep,
skeleton
I'm going
wandering around.
to zoom out here a bit here. Yep, you had a couple of dudes that have taken cover here that you forced out, and there's a skeleton wander out. Looked like he's on a Sunday walk, and just stumbles around out there. So yep,
Yeah, so if I'm right, we thought that might be the using priest using that to have a little scout around,
yep,
try and
mm-hmm.
find us.
Yep, and then when you and yeah, so you've put all the zombie goats on fire, and that turned to like a big thing. So that
Mm.
like there's a big fire over there, and you also notice that the tree that was next to it. Hang on a second, I need to have these marker. This one here, the tree screams, and it sounds horrible, and the tree screams from being burnt, so to speak. So it seems to and it seems to be more resistant than other trees because it doesn't burn right away. But hello, Tim. Goat meat is delicious. Yes. So that one
Not
is yeah. Mm-hmm.
not undead goat meat though.
No,
No,
no, but maybe for yeah. So you never know. Yep.
we're
Well,
not
Tim
having
Tim
birra.
is Tim is hardened. He can eat anything. So yep. Mm-hmm. He has a steel
Iron
tummy.
So when
Constitution.
when
Yeah, exactly. Iron Constitution. So, yep. Army
when you say
Constitution.
the
He'd survive anything. Yep.
so when you said the tree screams, are we talking like one scream or like loads
It
of
sounds
screams like people nailed
horribly.
to it? Sort
Yeah, think about like a huge flute, with like a bass flute that screams that it's not in tune, that screams out, so to speak. That's what it sounds like. Yep.
An
Mm.
oboe.
Yep.
of.
Okay.
Like a big bass flute that it kind of sounds horrible, that is out of sync and screams out in agony. Yep. Just cook it well done. Yep. Mm-hmm. It's not nourishment. You take damage rather than nourishment from eating it. I bet. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So we had gotten the guys that were in the tower, the out tower, to come down with us, and I think we were
Yep.
all
Hang on a second. I need to get I need to
yeah.
get the tokens on here. So we have some tokens.
So when the undead goats, when they were lit up, they effectively melted into a tarry flammable mass. That
Yep.
which was toxic to all of us, and we had to get away from
There
it.
we go. Yep. So we
We
have.
drive away the local yokels that were over there to the southwest, and we burn a few others, and then we're
I
retreating.
use the
Get the tower
the
crew to
regular
leave.
figures here. So you have.
Uh,
That was my last notes from the 4th of December.
No, I don't
yeah.
So
like him. So yep. So we put in. Um,
so I think we were just talking about retreating back to our original stage area, which is where Bent is, and our one captive guy that he had escorted
okay.
a
Yep.
couple sessions ago. I think that was our
Yeah,
actual
that was
Yep.
yeah, because we
virtual
also went to
Greyhawk
check on
one.
the
Yep.
skulls.
Mm-hmm. So you have I put them over here. So these were the four people that were in the tower, and they are shield and soldiers that seems to be fairly well equipped and decent fighting men, so to speak. And I've given them names and stuff, but we don't need to take too much detail right now. So they're Sarmen, Fresel, Genetin, Hirnard, and Leron. So they're the
Leron?
yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, that was one of my
Leron
characters.
Jenkins.
Oh, cool. Yep. See.
We all thought the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Leron was one of
Yep.
my characters in my
Yep.
very first
Mm-hmm.
D&D campaign back in '86.
Oh,
So
cool. Awesome. Yeah, I used the
my big one.
the Greyhawk the ever book of everlasting book of names that have for different Greyhawk areas and name
Oh,
them
really?
from there. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So where did Liron come from?
It comes from there. So
Okay.
they collected all the typical phrases and names from each region, and then it generates name that sounds like those other names,
Oh,
so to
okay.
speak. So
That's
yeah,
cool.
yep.
Is it spelled Liron?
Leoron. Yeah,
Okay. All right. Cool.
yep. Okay, so you start going east along the road here, or
Uh,
Yeah, we're going to
yeah.
head back
yeah.
to where we had that rope set up so we could swing across, go
Yeah.
use that rope bridge to get
Yeah.
back across.
So I use Bruno here. So you continue down here. I use him as a just a party token
Yeah.
here, so to speak. So you when you come to around here, and roughly here, you can see up towards the keep, so to speak, because there is an opening past the buildings here, so you can see up there, and then you notice that first you hear some more screams and stuff up there, and you can see that there are some. Hang on a second. I'll use the orcs here. So hang on a second. I use some.
Well, there's some nasty stuff going on in a barn.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I put some. Yeah, there's some stuff. That's the stuff that from previous. So it should.
Yeah, that's what
So
we saw
yeah,
on the
exactly. I haven't
virtual
just
con. Yeah,
deleted
yeah,
it,
yeah,
so
yeah.
to speak. So
Okay, okay.
yeah, so you see a group of people that come here, some orcs and some goblins and some thugs and stuff. They're out running, and they seem to not know if they want to run towards down where the mill and closer to where you are, and they are staring around, so to speak. They have the weapons ready, and they kind of don't really know which direction to go. And roll a perception, each of you, and see if you
Oh, I
notice
guess I
Are
better grab my
past it.
dice.
Yep.
is the glow of the burning undead goats illuminating the atmosphere of
Yes. Yep.
the
Yeah.
smoke and
Yeah,
the
it's
Nice.
like a huge
mist? And,
bonfire going on. It's like someone takes 1 ton of fat and various stuff and put light
okay.
it on fire. So once it burns really well, so to speak. And there's buildings, trees and stuff. And most of the mill building down there is tree. It's wood. So it's only
Wood.
there's some stone foundation with a lot of wood
Right,
structure,
right,
and
right,
that
right.
is now on fire too. So yeah, so it's.
So we're
I
seeing
rolled a
these
9.
people milling around right in this
Hang
area.
on a second. I'm going to turn on the. I need to make them visible. So they're here, and they are
Okay,
actually
all
they're
right.
yeah they are not. First they were running towards you down there, and then they don't seem to, when they see the fire, and they sense the smell, because it's a terrible
Yeah,
smell from the
right.
goats. They are kind of hesitant, and they stop a little bit. But then, so what do you guys roll in perception?
Dirty 20.
Dirty
I rolled a
20.
9.
Oh, okay.
15.
Yep. So Linda, Sable sees that there is that nasty shimmering you've seen in the air, and that is
Mm-hmm.
like a huge bubble that spreads from the keep towards you, so to speak, and
Hmm.
not. It's still far away, and it's starting to come closer to where these goblins and the orcs and the gang up there that were running away, so to speak,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah.
Does it look like anything I might have seen in the past? Like
Yes.
or an
It, it
effect?
it looks, yeah, it looks like that spell effect that you noticed out on the field, where they used both against you guys and others, that spell that makes like pain, so to speak, in
Oh,
the
Okay.
air.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
hmm
Okay. Yeah.
That
Yep.
Yeah. Let's
Yep.
get the hell out of here, guys.
Yep.
I don't
And
care
uh
what's
it
here. Let's
spreads
go.
in every direction from the keep, so to speak. It's like a
Mm-hmm.
giant bubble that just comes, so to
Because
speak, in
we are
the.
all going to fall to the ground very, very quickly in
hmm
pain,
Yep.
screaming pain.
Yep.
So let's
And you
go.
notice that's exactly what those guys do there, so to speak. They
Mm-hmm.
just keep being screaming in agony and stuff left and right.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't something we're going to be able to outrun, but is it going to make
Yeah,
it out to
well,
us, do we think?
well, let's keep running
It
this way where I'm
eventually
marking
probably
towards
will.
those trees.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
like
I would think
it's
it
going
probably
to
is
yeah.
going to. Yes.
Yep.
Well, then we need to cut off the road and start going,
Well,
in
well,
the.
that's what I'm saying. It's just like,
Yep, yep, yep.
we,
Yep. Let's get the heck out of Dodge.
So we
Yep.
are going to try what they always do in movies. We're going to try to outrun the tsunami.
Okay, so you outrun the
Sure.
tsunami.
Let's do it.
Yep. So you basically run away yep, from that.
Everyone, up the hill, up the
Yep.
hill, up the hill. Get away from that
Yep.
thing.
And
You'll die.
yeah, when you're roughly about here, up here, you're starting to get to the trees a couple of rounds later, so to speak.
Hmm.
That thing, it seems to spread and almost hit you, and then you notice that Katarina, the big dragon, is coming in on the other side, and she flies into it, and that seems to there is like a bubble. She seems to dispel it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So it's and that means that in your
Huzzah!
direction it kind of doesn't come, so to speak. And she flies in and there's yeah and disappears on the other side of the stuff, and that seems to dissipate it. So yeah.
Well, good, because
Mhm.
I couldn't even touch it.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
good thing Katarina was there.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah, I think it's definitely time to go check on those skulls and make sure Bent's still alive.
Mm-hmm. I
Yep.
Oh yeah,
agree.
our skulls. I
Mm-hmm.
forgot about those
Mm-hmm.
skulls.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I don't have
Ben.
any. We don't have any, Tim. We don't have any bits, unfortunately. I need to set things like that up. And yeah, and I want to have the characters in my grasp. I don't want to have any bits helping them. No, we'll see. Yeah, I have to figure that out. So yeah. Hello, Jay. Yep. Okay. So you continue down on the and you get to roughly about here, and when you can continue up along the trees here, and now you're higher up, so
Right.
you see that the mill is completely burning, and it's a huge bonfire, and you see some characters scurrying around it, and there's some spell effects and stuff going off over there. So there seems to be something going. But then it seems like most things are dying down, and it's not that much happening, so to speak. And you come
do we
to
hear
yep.
any sounds? Because we heard before that
Yeah,
shimmering
right
last session,
here
we
Hmm.
heard that
there was.
massive demon's roar.
Yep. Nope. You
Does it
don't hear
still? Does it?
any of that at the moment. Nope.
Hmm.
We've seen Katarina. We don't see a demon. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on a second. Just there we go. Used to.
Which means Anna's going to try and kill us.
Of course,
Um,
that's the what else is there in an adventure? Yep.
Uh,
um,
good storytelling.
Yeah, that I'm trying to cover
And
my
she,
bases here.
We don't have to die. We can just have a good old time drinking in a bar. That's all. I'm
Yep.
okay with that.
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
Yep.
Definitely. Um, so yeah, we're going to go and check on Bent and make sure he's still alive, because
Okay.
that's going to
Yep.
suck if he's not,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
in more ways
Yeah,
than one.
Yep.
because he has the skulls. That's a very good
Mm-hmm.
point that I'd forgotten,
oh,
is
Yep.
that he has the
yeah,
skulls.
Yep.
That was our whole goal in the first place.
Yep.
Let's
Mm-hmm.
gather
I'll
up
be
our
honest with you.
stuff and look for the neon sign that says long rest this direction.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll
Yep.
be honest with you. I'm more concerned with the skulls than I am about Ben, if I'm honest.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm both. I don't want little Bent to die either. So
No,
Yeah,
poor Bent.
that's
We
my
need to.
replacement character. Don't
Yeah.
let him die.
Okay. So which way do you go from here, so to speak? So where do you want to go?
I
Yep.
think we're going to continue to
Mm-hmm.
follow
Yep.
backtrack because
Yep. You
we
follow
were
the
going
river
along
here.
here
Yep.
and we crossed somewhere right in this area. If I remember, there was like
You actually crossed down here last time, but that was but you can easily go here, and the river gets or the creek gets smaller and smaller the further up you go, so to speak. So
and our main camp is where? I don't remember
it's
that.
it
hang
was
on a
way up
second.
here.
Yep.
Way up here?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um, let's just follow the riverbank,
Yep. Hmm.
moving inside to cover as best we can.
Yep. So you follow
We'll
here.
get to a point where there should be enough rocks and whatnot. We could potentially hop some rocks
Yeah.
across, or there's
Mm-hmm.
a down log or
Yeah,
something.
here it
Yep.
is
Yep.
actually a bank, so to speak. So it's like a 20-foot drop down into the water. But once you come up here, and there's a steep slope a little bit, and there's a little bit of a waterfall here. And then when you get to here, above the waterfall, it's actually a sandy beach, and it's about 10 feet across the water.
Right,
So yeah.
let's just take a second, sit still, and listen to make sure there's
Hmm.
we're not going to run head first
Yep.
into another warband or something
Hmm.
like that. Let's just
Yep.
take a
Okay.
So
second.
you can sit.
Catch our breath.
There's some trees and stuff to sit in here on this side, and it's also a fairly good spot because you're high up. You can see out through over the area around there. So yep.
As I recall, we already had created animal noise signals and all that stuff, whippoorwill, all
Yep.
that stuff
Yep.
to communicate over distance. So at this point, Sadric is going to start doing the Marco Polo bird sound that we do just to
Yep.
see if anyone else is close by.
Yep.
So whippoorwill,
Yep.
will,
Yep.
will.
Yeah,
You know,
welcome, Jim. Yep. It's how the man
Well,
is killing me. That's the whippoorwill. Yep, yep. We are very much for mimicry, and is our party skill by choice here. So yeah.
that is Sadric's skill.
Okay,
that is my
yeah,
skill.
exactly. Cobblery and being a cobbler and
It's
shoemaking and mimicry are the yeah.
my actor. It's my actor thing.
Yep,
My actor
it's
sheet.
awesome. Yeah, it's awesome. Okay, so you notice that the it's actually starting to go towards morning. So it's now the
Been a long night.
yeah, exactly. It's been a long night, and so what you notice is that the light, because you're not high up, you can see west. So you can actually see that the lights in Critwall is on. You can't see Critwall itself, but you can see it's lighting
The
up the
glow.
clouds. Yes, the
Yeah,
glow from
yeah.
it. Yep.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
you can see the glow is strong, so to speak. So that and you can so that gives a little bit of because it's overcast otherwise. So it's yeah.
It's the glow of traditional street lighting
Mhm.
and the like,
Yeah.
not of an inferno Chicago fire, right?
No, it's not it's not
Okay.
a fire. That it's like a
Okay.
bright, almost like a
Okay.
sunlight coming from that too. So it's almost like having a sun in the west too. But then you can also tell that it's generally the sun is coming because there is like a bright. You can start seeing the sky. It's not a dark clouds. It's actually
Okay.
gray clouds, a little bit of gray in the clouds. So there is like in an hour or so, it's going to start getting bright. So a sunrise is coming. Yep.
I've got a question. This
Yep.
is more for Sable. In your wolf form, have you got heightened senses? Can you detect, because you're a werewolf, can you detect things better?
I can smell things better.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
do you want to lead the way, because hopefully you'll be able to
Sure.
pick up any unusual nasty scents.
I'm going to
Let me
move
see
all
what
the
my
tokens,
sense of
and
smell
we
is.
have Mike Disney. Welcome. Thank you
I
for
I
stopping
have
by.
advantage on smell, I believe. Which sense? My brain is like dead this morning. Sorry.
Olfactory.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get that. But which skill?
Oh, that would be perception.
Okay, cool. Um,
Sorry, I thought we
smelling.
were.
No, smelling for anything nasty like orcish or anything unnatural. We'll put it that
Okay.
way.
Yeah.
I shake out my
Um,
kilt to make sure
Mm-hmm.
I don't foil her senses.
I already know your scent. I'm not worried about that. So
We all know Cedric's scent. That's the problem.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 24 on my
Oh,
perception.
okay.
I
So,
got a
yep.
24.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, let me re-roll that because I get advantage on those because I have
Oh,
my sense of
okay.
smell.
Oh,
Nope, that's the
wow.
highest one.
Oh, wow. So yeah,
Mhm.
24. You can smell troll, and you can
Ugh.
yeah, you can. There's a troll scent in the area, and you can also hear a raven's call.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to communicate that best I can
Yeah,
in wolf form.
yeah.
I kind of growl and maybe
Wave your paws
sign kind of form words a little bit, kind of like dogs
Sorry,
when they
you're
bark and go roar
you're
roar
a
oh
roar
yeah,
werewolf,
yeah.
roar.
right?
You can
Your
yeah.
werewolf form.
What's that?
You're in your werewolf form.
Yes, I'm in werewolf form. So I guess
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
can
hybrid.
communicate. It's
Yeah, you
never
can
said
communicate. Yeah.
from
You're in a
completely.
hybrid form. Yeah, you're like in a hybrid wolf form. You
Oh,
Cool,
should be
cool.
able to.
hybrid wolf form.
Okay.
Okay, so you can
So then
speak.
I
Yeah.
am going to tell you guys what I smell, trolls and ickies and gross and all the
Mm-hmm.
way around us. Is there a specific direction anything else is coming from? Or is it all like
Um,
all the way around us?
no, you can sense that the wind is slightly coming from the west, from the keep and stuff.
Okay.
So the
Okay.
smell is
So
probably
most of the
coming from
scent is
there.
coming from the
Yep.
west.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Is there, I know everything else is downwind, so I probably can't smell that very good. Um, I'll
And it's
look,
also you
I'll,
have the mountains. That's where the open terrain is, so to speak. So the
okay.
mountains are in the
Um,
north and east. So yeah.
so I'll just say downwind.
Mm-hmm.
We're downwind of most of the scent, but
Yep.
I don't smell anything nearby. Um, a keen sense of hearing. Does that help any?
Yeah, that helps. You heard the
Okay.
crow. You hear fire burning, and you also hear some yelling and shouting and stuff. Probably orcs and humanoids and stuff yelling
Can I
and
tell
shouting.
which direction they're coming
It's
from?
from the keep too. Yep.
From the keep. Okay.
Hmm.
And
Yep.
the crow is from where?
It's from actually from the south and also from the keep and then from the south.
Okay. So I'm going to relay all that to my
Hmm.
companions
Yeah.
and say we need to keep moving along the river. I don't think there's anything right there for now.
Yep.
I continue doing the signal, hoping that somebody hears us eventually.
Don't do it too often though, because then
Right.
people will think it's fake. So,
Well, as it starts to go to daylight, we have a different signal. Then we go to our caw because whippoorwills are at night.
yes, yes. And you go, caw, caw. Yeah,
Exactly.
That's
Yep,
awesome.
yep.
Yep.
Tiki
Yep.
tiki kaka kaka.
Yep.
Or we do the chickadee, the mountain chickadee,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
which is the cheeseburger call.
Yep. And another one, if we're in trouble and enemy close, you want to send it to our friends, kind of signal, distress signal in secret and stuff. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you have to have a whole bird book with you in order to decipher
Well,
them. Yeah,
that's the turkey gobble. That's a
there you
that's
go.
the
That's a, oh shit, is it the fan
exactly.
Yeah.
call?
Yep. Okay, let me
Uh,
switch scenes so we get the overview general.
Yeah, I hate to fall off the edge of the world right now.
Yeah, exactly. So we not fall off the. Here we go.
Sorry guys, I'm tired today, so.
Yep.
And I didn't stay up that late, so it's not because I stayed up late gaming.
We have a bunch of you were there.
Our second bomb cyclone hit us last night. It
Uh-oh.
was just insane, the wind.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Well, we're in the middle of winter and we have beautiful sunshiny skies today, so after the game, I'm gonna go out and do something. Something, anywhere, anything. Just
Yep.
get out of the apartment.
so I'm going to put Bannon down there. Brunor. I'm going. We just do it easy. So we're just gonna use Bannon as party icon here for the time being. It's a lot easier. So.
I'm
Oh,
older. I
really?
want to
Yep.
be party
So-
and icon. No,
Oh, okay.
kidding.
You can be
I'm
party
kidding.
icon.
I'm
Yeah,
kidding,
okay.
kidding.
Yep. Yeah, we can put you down there too. So here we go. So we put
We're
you down
not
there
sure
too.
who's
So,
older. We were born roughly at the same time.
yeah.
I'm older.
5 minutes older. 20 minutes. Half an hour. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now we have the area map here, and yeah, I need to zoom this one in a little bit. There we go.
I just like to give Anna a rough time.
Oh yes, we have to.
You need to make it that way because I'm older.
Yeah.
That's fine because
Yep.
when things go wrong, you get the blame.
No, because I'm the smart one.
Yep. Now I should move to daytime map of this, but I forgot to upload that one. So okay, so we have to do. It's still overcast and it's not daytime yet, so it's only early dawn, so to speak, is starting to come. And you're in this, yeah. So you have like slopes. This is this canyon where the creek or the small river comes through, so to speak.
Oh man.
Yep.
I can't even see the icons
Yeah.
because
Well,
you
hang
zoomed
on a
out
sec.
quite a ways.
Oh
I
yeah,
need
look at this. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We can zoom out quite a bit here. So yeah.
Yeah, but I
Cool.
can't see our tokens at all. So
No, yeah. So the tokens.
We're
yeah.
we're
yeah, we're
we
tiny
can
little guys.
zoom in a lot here. So
All
yeah.
right, so we have like a canyon that we're going through now.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, if
Okay.
I remember right, our one cave entrance is upstream from here.
Yeah.
She
It's
zooms out,
way
zooms
up.
it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like somewhere up here, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
Up there, up the canyon there.
Yep.
Okay, so you want to continue up the canyon and
Mhm.
Where was our rally point? Does anyone remember? Because I thought our rally point
rally point
was...
is actually across here.
It was somewhere right in here, and then we dropped down to here, and that's when we started
was-
doing our
Oh,
sneakiness.
not the draw thingy. Hang on a second here.
We had left Bent somewhere right around in
Yep.
here, as I recall.
You are so
Yeah,
spot
he
on.
was-
So because I have actually Bent is here, but he's hidden, so I'm going to show him. There you go.
Yeah.
So you were very spot on. See. That's like extra experience for
Ah,
geography.
spatial memory.
Yep.
I'm good with that. Don't
Yep.
ask me who an actor's name is, but
Yep.
hell, I can remember
So,
where Bent is
so
on a map.
yep. So you hear some whippoorwills on the other side here. Was it? Yeah. Some whippoorwill on the other side,
And
and
I'm gonna
Yay!
yep.
grab Sadek's shoulder and say,
Mhm.
Bent.
Yep. Oh, and Bent, he kind of pops up among the brushes and the stuff on the other side. There's some bushes and stuff there, and
And
there's Bent is like,
I'm gonna
And
grab
it's
him and try to
yeah.
not mar his shoulder with my
And
claws.
he
So,
looks like, yeah, big-eyed and kind of like scared, like always. He's kind of he's got,
so
yeah.
I
mhm.
gesture at his hand. Where's the bag of skulls? Does he still
and
have that?
and he looks like he's terrified, and then he smiles and holds it up. And kind of first he's like, oh, what the hell happened to that, and looks left
He's
and
getting to
right,
be a
and
cheeky
then he
little
kind of,
bugger
yeah,
too.
yep, he's learning
Jeez.
from the
In
masters here,
fairness,
so yeah.
in
Yep,
fairness, he
yep,
owes us that after what I did to him last time.
yep, yep. And then I'll
So
smack you on the shoulder because I know it
Yeah.
was you that did it.
so let's go ahead and cross and get over and
Hmm.
join up with
Yep.
Bent, and let's get a debriefing on
Yep.
him. What's been happening here
Hmm.
since we were out and about?
Yep. So
Mhm.
so he says that, well, there's some the druid guy is down there, and trees and some orcs, and he goes on for like 2 minutes, and you hear about spells and a little bit of a fight there, and there's some orcs and thugs, and there's a druid, and blah 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 blah, blah like that. He the mouth goes like 10 miles a minute,
I
and yeah,
I
so
don't,
I,
he's
I cast my
was,
summon
was,
popcorn cantrip. Wow, really?
was he talking about? Was he talking about
Whoa!
yep.
Mahjong?
Yep. So, but he's like, he's seen a battle at a distance, but that's enough for him. He's like, oh yeah, he's like a 13-year-old at his first, yeah, whatever. So he's
At
like
his
a
first
party.
dance,
Yeah. So he's
he's like,
like
"Ooh,
excited, and things are fun, and it's kind of, oh, did you
okay."
see that, and then blah blah blah, and so on and so forth. So
And what did
yeah.
you say, Dwayne? I didn't catch all of it.
I said, was that druid Mahjong?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Mahjong.
It was,
Yeah.
yeah. So I and he's like, I'm not really sure, but he's the good guy with the trees. But said
Oh,
the
then it
good,
would be him.
Yeah,
the
Yep.
good, yeah,
it
the
would
good
be
guy
him.
with the trees. Yeah. Hmm.
Do I get a sense of any more danger in the area? I'm gonna
Not
do a sense of
really.
smell again. Okay, good.
Try to smell,
So
but no, it smells fairly like natural environment, so to speak, in
I'm
winter.
assuming my wolf form is going to be running out really soon because
Yeah, you've been
I can only hold it like an hour or so, I think,
okay.
because it's a
Yeah.
wild shape.
Hmm. Yeah. So
I don't
we can assume it runs out now before we get into
yeah,
the next
I
combat,
haven't
whatever.
played
So
5e for so long I don't remember how long
okay.
wild shape lasts.
Yeah.
So
So we have to.
um
It's an hour, I think.
an
Yeah.
hour. Okay, that's what I
Yeah.
Yeah.
thought it
Yeah.
was.
So then
Okay.
we can assume that it's run out then. So
Yep. Yep.
so I'll
And
delete.
that's fine. I'm not going to worry about it then. I'm just going to
Yeah.
let it go and I'm just going to go.
When we started all this, wasn't Taurus part of the initial group that we were
Yep.
with?
Yep.
So I asked Bent, where's Taurus?
Oh, I haven't seen him in a while.
Okay.
I believe he actually joined the other scouting party, didn't he? He joined the Baston Bards group to go
Oh yeah,
do
he's
something.
with Ottoman and the other guys that he signed up to be his
Squire.
yeah.
Oh, I guess I don't remember that.
Learning under
Okay.
him, so to speak. So yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Well, Rodney was thinking it would be nice to have a paladin here to do a real quick divine sense to make sure there isn't anything
Yeah.
nasty that's close by so we can just get the hell out of here.
Luckily,
But
Yeah.
luckily, you have a banner that can do that.
Ooh, look at
I can,
that.
I can sense undead.
Yeah.
oh,
We have a
Um,
Bannon that can do that now.
Yes.
Okay.
yeah,
cool.
I can do that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you wear the kilt. I detect dead things.
This is awesome. Yep.
Maybe Brunor? Because Brunor's still with us, right?
Yeah, Bruno is. Yeah, he's still with you. So
But
if
we
anyone
can.
needs healing, he can heal some a bit here.
I didn't even fight, so no.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, if Bannon wants to do any kind of like divine sense, see if he can sense anything around here.
We still have Urton with
Um,
us, right?
Yep. You have Urton. He's not that
Yeah.
good when it comes to stuff like that, but he
Yeah,
can.
Okay.
mine's a
I
passive
just
ability.
got character sheets here that I printed out, just
Mhm.
remembering these people
Yep.
were with us. So
Yep. So
Yeah, mine's a passive ability that I just get a little tingle whenever something's within a certain
yeah,
distance. I've just got to look up the distance now.
Whenever something nasty's in the
yeah,
area.
yeah.
Well,
So
undead.
he
Yeah.
has, yeah. Bruno
Yeah.
has some healing word mass that he can do, and other stuff. So yeah.
Oh yeah,
I didn't
I'm
take any
hurt.
trouble, so
Are you hurt?
Yeah,
How,
I'm over half. So,
okay,
but
then you can get some back. Hang on a second here. You can get
it was like the first time I
How
think
are
I've
you
ever
hurt?
been hurt in a
yeah,
game.
you get 4. You get 8 points back. Yep,
Okay, thank you. Oh, thank you very much. That's much better. Oh
yep,
yeah,
yep,
that knot is gone. Thank you. Whew.
yeah. He can do
the hit you took, that should have been more than a knot.
yep, yeah. A little bit of a cure wound there. Yep.
It's down 14 now. That's much better.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. So
Um, onward.
okay. Onwards. In which direction? Yep.
We're gonna head upstream. I think we're
Upstream.
gonna.
Yep.
Try to regroup with everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we. Hang on a second. Let me.
Well, as I recall, that was our original mission parameters
Yep.
that we collect skulls. If we see the yellow arrows go up, which is the help, go administer help. We've done that. We've collected our
Yep.
Leron and company. And then after that, we were told to basically go back to base and wait further orders.
Yep.
So
Mm-hmm.
I wrote all that down.
Yep.
It might have been on a different piece of paper.
And when
I
you
told you
are
I should have stayed.
roughly you coming up to about here.
What'd you say, Dwayne? Your voice is kind of muffled today.
I said what I should have done instead of stayed at camp and got a stew on. That's what I should have done.
Okay. All right.
Stew.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's,
Stu. He's a
it's
nice guy.
aberrations
Yep.
and undead within 30 feet.
Nice. Sensing undead is always a good thing.
Yeah. And you come to the there's the sandy little beach alongside the river here, and there you notice that there is
Tracks.
yeah, there's tracks, and there's 2 dead orcs on the shore there. They've been chopped up pretty badly. Yep.
Do they look like the friendly orcs, or do they
Nope,
look
they
like?
don't look like the friendly. They look like Ayusians from
Okay.
yeah, like those, and they're chopped up fairly extensively and left to lay on the.
Crow's food.
Well,
Do I hear
at
any
least
more? Or I'm not in wolf form anymore. I can't hear anything really.
Well, you can probably hear something, but you don't hear as well. You hear normally well, so to speak. So yeah.
Huh. I have a 19 on the die, so
Oh, okay.
24. No, 25.
Yeah.
Jesus is better than it was when Wolfwall.
Yeah. You only hear the only thing that is heard here is that the water. You can hear the water is like there's waterfalls and rapids
Okay,
and stuff.
so it's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
loud. All right.
It's not wide, so to speak. It's not a yeah. It's not a lot of water in here, but it's falling rapidly. So there's rapids and little falls and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
All right.
that's a lot of
Cool.
white noise.
Yep.
So
That's
Making
what I
you
thought would
sleepy.
happen. That's what I thought would happen, but I
Yep.
just wanted to see if I could.
that's the
Test anything.
only thing that is really
And just for the record, no, I cannot switch back because I've used both of them for the day.
Yep.
Yeah, because you've summoned your fire spirit and then you shape changed once. So.
Yep.
But you got 3, don't you? You have 3 now?
5th edition or 5th level. Yes, I think I do. I don't have that written on my character sheet, so I think I do have 3
Hang on a
changes.
second. I think we need to
Honestly, I've lost track of this day. There's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff going on.
Yeah, way too much stuff going on because my brain is like bleh. That, and I've got a slight sinus headache, so I'm kind of like foggy brain today.
Let's see what I need to do a new.
Oh, I remember. You actually, I think, went wolf early. Then you had fire kitty, and then you just did this third wolf. So yeah, you're out of shape
Yep.
changes.
Yep.
Yeah. I remember now.
Yep.
Yep, I remembered I was really close of being
Yeah.
out. Yep. So then we'll just count it as out and make life simple.
Yeah. I just
So
need.
the tracks here, Anna, does it just look like the are people coming and going up and down the mountain, and that the
It
orcs may have
it
been following
looks
tracks and
it
got caught in?
that is the most likely, yes, because they're
Okay.
human footprints and stuff that are in the. So I'm
If
going to.
yeah, if they're this is like a sandy edge of the stream here.
Yep.
No gold pans lying around.
Nope.
Whoa,
You know,
where did that come from? Was it on your side, Dwayne?
Oops.
Must have
I
been.
think you had to step away for a second.
Yep.
Oh, nothing like the random F bomb out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I was like, that wasn't
Whoops.
me.
Whoops. Ah,
So hang on a second. I probably should.
there was no F-bomb, it was back.
Okay. Yeah.
I assume you cut your camera for a reason, so.
Now I need to. Oh, there we go.
All right. What are we doing? I've kind of lost track again.
I'm
Sorry.
putting in a new map here, so.
Okay, cool.
There we. Oh, I need to. Okay, I'm opening an empty scene, so this we'll see what. It's probably too large. I should have done this before, so hang on a second here.
Yam fail.
Yep. Mm-hmm. DM fail. Yep. Do, do, do. Is this too big? Yep. Do, do, do. I need to have the little bit. That's the one. I made these maps and now I can't find them. Because I thought I had them in there, but hang on a second. I think I had them in here, so there we go. And now I don't.
Get us all excited for playing, and now we gotta
Yeah.
wait.
Mm-hmm. That's. I'm sorry everyone for this because I need to have the. That's the thing when you do a home game, and I realize that.
Well, we've only had 3.5 weeks off too, so that doesn't help any. Actually,
No,
more than
that
that.
it's probably worked in the other direction. So yeah. So going to. I'm going to open that scene again here. So we go. Yeah. Hang on a second here. So while we're doing it, you go to that one. So when you get to roughly, I'm going to be a bit cheeky here. So there we go. We can you come to. Oh, that was bent. But anyway, I
No,
can use
we use
bent.
bent.
Yep,
Yeah,
use
we use
bent.
bent usually, anyways.
Yep. So you come up here, and then you realize that when you get to this point up here in the forest, that's the canyon up that leads up to the entrance.
Right.
And you get up here and you come up here on the top because the entrance is in here. And
That was where our one watch point was that
yep.
we bumped
Mm-hmm.
into people on
Yep.
that snowy day,
Yep,
right?
yep, and there's no one on the watch here at the moment, so to speak, and it seems like the entrance is sealed. So when you get there, it's
Doors
jammed shut.
closed.
Yep,
Okay.
doors closed, and there's no one outside. So yep.
I'm going to check the door to make sure it's not an illusion.
Oh, good point. Good point. So you interact with it. Feels very solid. Yep. Mm-hmm. Feels very solid.
I'm just going to push against it, see if I can budge it at all.
No, it doesn't seem like it. Seems like it's very, very solidly closed.
Mm.
Bugger.
Yep.
And that's our our home base that we're
Well,
looking
it
at?
was
Okay.
that's the entry
Well,
into the.
That's the
Okay.
western entrance
Yep.
that
yeah.
tied
Okay.
into that whole cave
Yep.
system where we
Yep.
had
Okay.
our bad trip.
Yep.
Where I tried to call the manager.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes.
At the eastern entrance, you called manager. You were the Karen of the
Um,
day. Yep.
oh, thanks for the moniker of Karen.
Yeah.
Um, okay.
So if we move around to the main entrance where Sable almost got killed by a dagger,
hmm
having a go at someone
Yep.
sleeping.
Yep.
Well, isn't this the exit that we left to do this whole fight in the first
Yeah.
place?
You came out of this one. Yep.
Okay.
hmm
So I think we should just take on the position of keeping an eye out on things, put ourselves at high points to make
Yeah.
sure if we got incoming allies that we're getting them situated, and we're just going to have to wait for somebody to open up the door at this
Mm-hmm.
point.
Yep.
hmm Not much else we
Because
can do.
right,
Yeah.
I don't think we should try to find another entrance because it seems like every time we go over the top of the summit here, we run
Yeah.
into aurochs or
Something.
angry huntsmen
Yeah.
or angry dragons
And
or
or Zuktmoy herself and
uh,
all sorts of stuff. Yeah. Don't.
Grushnek will be up
Yeah.
there having a barbecue and
Yep.
go, oh, I didn't fight you guys, get out of here. We're gonna,
Yep. Yep.
so
So that there's a little outcrop up here, so to speak, where you can sit and where you can actually see down. Yeah, you can see both up and down on here. So hang on a second.
have we had
Yeah.
our long rest in the last 24
No,
hours?
no, you haven't had your long rest in quite a bit, so to speak. So yeah,
So,
you've had it last day, so to speak. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
12 hours or yeah, you a little bit over 12 hours since you had your last rest
okay,
because you
okay, so
rest
we can't,
during the
yeah,
day before you attacked
okay.
at night, so to speak. So yeah,
So we really technically have another, what, 6 hours before we could start long resting
yeah,
again. Okay, so
yep,
um, maybe we take a short rest
okay, yeah,
hmm
and put ourselves into kind of a guard position and
yep,
put somebody on watch, and
yep,
we can burn hit dice if we feel the need to.
yep,
And
yep.
And plus, we've got those 4 fighters with us as well, so that's more people to take in turns going on
yep,
Oh yeah,
Overwatch.
you have the
absolutely.
whole group with you here. So yep,
Leron, take over.
yep.
I'm gonna remember your name. I forgot everyone else's name, but I remember yours.
Oh, that's awesome. Yep.
I'm just going to say, do we want to keep the bag of skulls directly with us, or do we want to put them slightly off in case they can track them? Just saying, if the magical.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Good
um,
point. Let's keep them a short distance from us, or
Yeah,
a
Yeah.
use it as an ambush.
place that
Yeah,
we
put
can
them in.
find that's
Yep.
secure, or a secure-ish
Yep.
area.
yeah,
And do you
good
notice now
point.
when it starts getting light, so to speak, so you get like overcast and chilly, but it's starting to be there. It's still a dark cloud over, so no sunshine or anything, but you can notice, especially a few miles away, that there is daylight coming, so to speak. But it's
Okay.
still kind of dark, very gloomy weather on top over here. But you can see also down at the keep that there seems to be no darkness, nothing like that on top of the keep. No big battle going on. There's still a fire down by the mill, so you
Okay,
can see a
okay.
lot of
Still
smoke coming
smoke.
up. Yes, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
You can't see the mill itself, but you can see the smoke pillar coming up from it. So yeah.
Any aerial issues? Do we see Katrina? Do we
Nope.
see opposing
Nope. You
any?
saw no dragons, no biggy flyy things anywhere.
No,
So
no
it's
wyverns, no
exactly no
griffins. Okay,
exactly. Yep.
okay. The
No.
skies are clear.
Yep. Skies are seems to be
Oh,
very clear. Yep.
there was a big the murder crows.
Yeah.
The
Like
EEA's, yeah, the crows. I
yeah,
forgot
the
what you call them.
crows they had a like a huge cloud of ominous cloud. They flew in and out and stuff. They are gone.
Those are gone as well.
Yes,
Okay,
they were gone even when Katarina and the big dragon showed up in the beginning. That scattered them in every direction.
okay,
So
okay.
yeah,
But they haven't come back or
exactly.
anything
Nope,
like that.
nope.
Okay,
They
okay.
seem to. It seems to be very kind of yeah. Hi Garland, welcome. Yep, roll for initiative.
I definitely think that Dwayne's idea is awesome, and maybe the siblings should go find a spot that is a good place to secure it, and the rest of us don't know where that is, just in case.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, they can torture you all they want. I still
Yeah,
don't know, kind of thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All
you
right.
got.
Well, I guess I'll have to
Daniel
work
getting
with my
captured?
brother. Hmm?
Before we go, I just want to ask the four fighters that are with us if there's a procedural way to get back in if you're falling back. They must have something um,
There's
in
several
mind.
entrances. You know that there's an eastern and a western, and you've heard mentioned there is a northern entrance
Right,
into the Dragon Caves too.
but we have never been privy to where that location was.
Exactly. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
you know where the
It,
eastern entrance and the western entrance.
I think
You've
that's
been.
the
so
officer entrance.
Yeah. Hmm. These are for the muggers. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, but so they've got no way of contacting or special code that they use
No,
to
not
get
that they
back safely.
told you guys. Yeah. Hmm.
And we probably wouldn't be privy to that anyway, because we
Yeah.
really aren't on the good graces yet with everybody,
Well,
thanks to
that's
me.
fine, but maybe if a couple of them disappeared, if they have got a way of getting in,
Yeah.
just to let people know that we're outside with the mission objective.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, let's see. Sable, do you have sending at 5th level?
I don't believe I have that spell.
Okay,
Let me look
okay.
real quick here. Um, I have Grapevine though.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Does anybody in the area by any other plant connected by roots, vines, or grass? Okay,
Do we
so
know
Can
the
you
druid
target
might know
inside
that?
of a door that way?
No,
you can
there's no
use any
plants in
action
there
to
except
move
for
your
Okay.
the
message.
mushrooms and stuff that was Sugdmoy, and you might don't want to talk to them. So,
No, no, but I can,
Mm,
yeah,
I can,
um,
I,
mm.
yeah, that's the only thing I have is that.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Maybe
And we
we
Yep.
need to
should
clarify
contact
the
Major.
yeah the grapevine spell because it's written very ambiguous. I need to clarify it a little bit so we can do so. It should be both more limited but also more useful within
Hmm.
certain parameters, so to speak. So it's kind of ambiguously
Well,
in yeah.
yeah, it says any plant material within range.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So it
a
should
thousand feet.
be yeah it should be yeah. So but it's yeah it's some of these spells need to be
To move
more
the
useful,
message
but
medium.
maybe more limited and more useful within the limits or something like that. Well, we need to look into it. Yeah,
That's actually pretty good. So,
yeah,
there's nothing within range that I know where somebody is. That's the thing.
yeah. That's
It's
true.
like I
Yeah.
Right,
can't
Hmm.
send it going through,
Yeah.
18th, like the hot wires. I can't do that because I don't know where anybody is.
Yeah.
right. And there's just no root matter that goes that deep into the cave system where we
Hmm.
might think somebody
Exactly.
is to
Yeah.
say ding dong, let
Hmm.
us in.
Yeah.
So, okay,
Yep. Yep.
okay.
Hello, Bill. Thank you for coming in and watching us play here. And we have a little bit now, not terrible. We have the occasional red drop frames, so we have 13% drop frames, which is not too bad.
So did you want me and Sable to go off and
Ah, that's
hide the
awesome.
skulls then?
Yep. Yep. Let's go
OTL,
see if we can
yes.
find a spot to put it. So
I think
I'm
that's
tired
what
of
we
carrying
want.
this dumb thing.
I think what we want to do is we want to try and find a place we can stash it, but that would make a good kill box if anyone
Mhm.
Hmm.
goes to try and
Good.
retrieve it.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yep. Yep.
So you have the canyons here are have some nooks and crannies and stuff in the canyons. There's a lot of little hidden pockets and little stuff where you can put under boulders and outcroppings and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So
Set
the
up a spot that if they were to like pull it, maybe a rock comes
hmm
loose that
yeah
would then clunk, clunk, clunk,
yeah
clunk, make a lot of noise
yeah.
to make us aware, you
Hmm.
know?
You can
You
make
guys do that.
yeah. There's a lot of places where you can put it in a little crevasse and behind things. So it's very good terrain to try and hide things in because it's old
That's a good
craggy
thing for
rocks.
Bannon to do.
Yeah.
Sable doesn't know that much about setting traps.
Uh-huh.
She knows enough, but she'll say, my
Yeah.
brother can do it.
Okay. What's the sort of ground like? Is it
It's mainly
mm,
rocky, and the rocks are a mixture of limestone and granite-like things. So there's parts of it that are granite, and part of it is a limestone and stuff. So it's full of cracks and openings and stuff here and there, and it's old. It's not like sheer rock that is young, and so it's a lot of cracks and worn down rocks and stuff with pebbles and boulders and stuff like that strewn here and there. So and then there's patches of dirt and bushes and grass and trees and stuff around, small trees and bushes, mainly bushes, but there's some trees and stuff here and there too.
Okay.
So that's what it looks like here, especially down
Okay.
by the river, down at the bottom of the ravine. There are some real big trees, so to speak.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a little place to stash it,
Mm-hmm.
stick
Yeah,
some rocks in front
and
of
you
it, just
have
to, you know, just
like
to keep it.
here, for instance, there's like a ravine started here, and then it goes deeper, and then down here from the cave entrance, it's a deep down that is almost 100 feet deep in some areas, and there's a lot of places in
Um,
here that are.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was thinking more in this
Hmm.
direction
Yeah, yeah.
where we
There,
can
it's
be.
meaning you have like a 10 foot, like small deep here with that is like, and there's lots of places to just pick a
Because
spot.
that looks like a dead end there. That looks
Yeah,
like
that
it's
it's like
a
yeah,
fairly easy,
yeah. It's an
and we could,
outcropping
yeah. Because
north of there, and yep. Hmm.
yeah, what I wanted to do is put the satchel in there, cover it with some rocks, you know,
Yeah.
the usual thing,
Hmm.
and I had the broken spear tips and
Oh.
arrowheads.
Hmm.
And then what I was going to do is I was going to place them in the ground if I can find little
Yeah.
nooks or crevices to put it.
Hmm.
So it's not so if someone foot steps on it, they're going to stick their foot through
Okay,
an
you
arrow
make
or spear tip.
improvised caltrops kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm. Cool.
See
Yeah.
why I want him to see why I wanted him to do it?
Yep.
Hmm.
And hang on a second. I'm going to draw a little square. There we go. That's where the treasure is. Yep.
And then I want to set up over here just so I can keep a watch in case
Okay.
slightly later
So we
someone comes
can
in.
draw a little. Oh, come on. No. So there we go. Okay. Yep. So you work on that. Anyone else prepping something, spending something,
Nope.
use some spells or no? Okay.
Nope, I'm good.
Yep. Hang on a second. Let me.
Short resting if I can,
Yep. Short
if we
rest. So
get that
you.
hour.
Yeah. Then you get an hour, so you can regain a hit die here. Yep.
I'm gonna do that just for sake of cautionary,
Mm-hmm.
because every time it seems like we're about ready to make it to a long rest, the
Then
aliens pop out and we have
yeah.
another big
Mm-hmm.
fight.
Yep.
Um, I'm not familiar that much anymore with fifth edition. Can I spend anything to get spell slots back? I don't think I can.
No, you have to have
No,
a long rest for
No,
that.
I
So
didn't think
yeah,
so. Yep.
you
yeah,
can spend a
arcane
hit.
recovery is a wizard thing.
Yep,
Yep.
you can spend a hit die to regain
Yep.
hit
And
points
that's
and
cool.
stuff.
I just
Yeah,
can't remember.
yeah.
It's been a while since
I
I've
think
played,
I want
so.
to in the future. I want to redo that a little bit. So you can spend like a hit die and you can regain a hit die, and you should be able to regain some spells too. So we can have like a partial regain or something like that. You can
Hmm.
or
Yeah.
something. So we'll yeah. I have to tweak those rules a little bit. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I mean, it's just
yeah.
whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just I couldn't remember.
Yep. Okay. So afterwards, yep. Any.
I think I'm just going to hunker down and wait for something to happen
Mm-hmm.
because we're
Yep.
in a place of safety and we haven't been safe for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So, or reasonable safety.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So you
Yep.
sit there and it start getting boring. You sit there for like 4 hours, nothing have happened, and it's almost like eerie, dead silent after a fight, and it seems like even the mill seems to have partially stopped burning because the
Right.
smoke starts clearing, and yeah. So, but it was that kind of dark smoke, so of timber burning all the way up until the end, and then it started to dissipate after been burning for like 6 hours. Then it start. It's like midday, and the cloud seems at least subjectively a little bit thinner and not as dark as ominous as they used to be. So it seems to slowly clear, slowly but steadily seems to clear, so to speak. And the otherwise, yeah, nothing happens until early afternoon, you see up the canyon. There's a guy coming, walking up the canyon towards the door, so to speak. You can
Hmm.
see him, and then he stops and looks up at you, and you can see it's Ottoman. He had a kind of a hooded cape and stuff, and he kind of pulls it back and say, "That's where you guys are hiding," and he points at you guys. So we wonder where the heck you went. And he kind of laughs and smiles like he's a little bit relieved or something. So yeah, so both
Well,
like, where the hell have you been, like angry, but also with a smile, and realize that he's kind of relieved that find you guys.
Just
um,
following instructions to fall back to our staging area,
Oh,
and
that's always good, he says, and now he seems to kind of laugh and said, well, we were kind of missing you at the party.
we had plenty of party, thank you.
we didn't get an invitation to a party. That wasn't part of the instructions.
Now we wait with that until we have a victory. So yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep. So yeah, we had our own little party, and
Oh,
we have
good.
achieved the objective. It's
hmm
safe.
Yeah, wonderful. So do you guys want to come down to the party?
Yeah, just give me a second. I've got to go get the skulls.
He laughs and starts walking down. So he kind of,
Bannon's like, oh, I
yeah.
went through all this trouble, and now I got to go get him again.
Yep.
Dang it.
So he laughs and starts walking down where he came from. So he seems to be happy, found you again. So yeah, like relieved or something. So yeah.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
just, I'm
we didn't hear any cheering coming up from the valley floor, did
Yeah.
we?
No, you didn't hear any
Yeah,
cheering.
okay.
So yep.
So
just gonna
we're
be
we
muttering
are very
bitching the
just in
entire time.
hiding then.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. Yep, yep. Uh,
I'm going to be responsible. I'm going to clear all the traps as well while I'm there, just so
Yeah.
poor Bent goes to go foraging and
Okay.
gets
So
speared
yeah.
through
So
the
so
foot.
you clear it up and hang on a second. So we can you remove the
my brother
traps from
being
this.
respectful? What the hell? That's never happened
Yeah.
before.
No animals should come to harm or something like that from the.
Yeah, I'm
So
more
yeah.
worried about the animals, to be fair.
Yep. Yep. Animal safety is very
Mhm.
important in our campaign. Yep.
I would just laugh if Bent stood on it.
Oh yeah, Bent is. Yep. And Bent is like, he said party.
Yeah, but we know how their parties come out. So just be on your feet, on your toes, whatever the saying is.
Bent looked very kind of, uh-oh, that sounds dangerous and ominous and all that.
Well,
Bent, you'll
we
be
just know that
fine.
their parties end up to be a little more than we kind of bargain for sometimes.
hmm
So,
But there might
Yeah,
be
what's not
ale,
human
and he's
sacrifice between friends?
uh-huh. And I'm gonna look at Sadric and go, "Hey, how'd you fare with all that stuff? I haven't checked in on you lately." Sadric, hello.
Sorry, I am dealing with storm damage stuff
Oh,
coming in from
sorry.
sorry.
Okay.
Yep.
friends.
hmm
Yeah, somebody had a tree fall down on their house. So,
Oh
Uh-oh.
no,
and
Oh dear.
that
yeah,
sucks.
yeah, nothing like a tree branch right through the roof into your bedroom
Oh,
while you're
that would
asleep.
be.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
terrible. Yep.
anyways,
Yep.
Okay. So,
sorry.
that's right. Not a
hmm
problem. I just thought you were muted. But it's just one of those things that I was just checking in on you to make sure you're okay. I kind of scared the crap out of you when I changed to my wolf, so just wanted to make sure you're okay.
Well, Sandra kind of is looking at you a little bit, still confused
hmm
on is this just a new part of your Karen personality, or is
Uh-oh.
this oops,
That is the Karen personality now. That's not just
That's
new.
awesome, Linda. You can
That
embrace
that's
it. That's
that's
awesome.
my true Karen now.
Oh yeah. Can
So,
embrace it.
well,
Yep.
mhm.
Sable, I will have made multiple mental notes that I will always say thank you and please anytime I interact with you. And if I've ever said anything to offend you in the past, I did it from the warmest part of my heart. It was meant in in a sibling sort of way. I see the way that you and Bannon go back and forth, your banter and everything, and
Mhm.
I see Bannon as being something of a brother to me, and I
Don't
Well,
drag me into your
hope
bullshit.
that you would think of me as being your annoying second cousin at least.
Mhm.
you're not that annoying. We'll just call you first cousin.
Oh,
See, you
okay.
elevated. Yep.
Hmm. hmm
Yep. Awesome.
Well, first cousins aren't allowed to kiss, so I was hoping for second cousins.
Ew. Ew.
I'm not kissing her.
Ew.
That's awesome.
Ew.
Ding 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 ding. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cedric had to work on his bardic abilities here and stuff. So yeah.
Sable just
Oh,
gets this totally offended look on her face when he's just hoping to kiss, and she's like, ugh, and walks away.
Yep.
Ugh.
You're in the same league as Bent. Is like, ooh, I'm not old enough for that yet.
Well, I'm old
well,
enough,
let's
but
see
it's
how the
just like,
night goes, eh,
bleh.
Yep.
Cedric?
So Cedric is suddenly very disappointed that this victory party isn't like the ones he's heard about. Oh
Oh well,
well.
you haven't made it to the party yet. That might be yeah.
Yeah, see, she's hinting that she's going to send shit at us again. So we haven't made it to the party yet.
So where are we being led to?
You're not being led anywhere. He just walked down and when he was saw that you were safe, he seemed to be happy and just strolled
Quick,
Are we
straight down.
follow him.
are we following him?
I don't know what you're doing. It's
We're
up to you
following
guys.
him.
Okay, you're following him. He's already halfway down the slope, but you realize, okay, we're following him. So you saw he was
Well,
going down, so you can, yeah.
my impression was we were going to start following him, and then that's when Bannon says, "Hey, I'm going to go grab the skulls
Yeah,
and take care
yeah.
of all that stuff." And
So
so
you're a
we're
bit late. Yeah.
we're keeping up with him, but
hmm
going a little bit slow so that Bannon can catch up with us in due
Yeah.
time, and then we all
Yeah.
go
And
in
you
together.
realize he's damn fast. He walks like yeah, like a strider
Mhm.
Well,
down the hill, so he's quick. So, yeah.
it is Cedric's job to keep track of where this guy goes.
Yeah.
So
So you continue and you go down and we can I'm just gonna
Leron and company are coming with us as well.
yep.
Okay,
Oh yeah, they don't want to stay up there. It seems to be scary. So yep.
okay.
some fighters they are. It's scary.
Yeah. Well,
I don't want to
they
go
were the
anywhere.
ones. Yeah.
It's
So
scary.
yep. So we can.
Well, after they're dealing with all those undead goats, I imagine
Mhm.
they're a little bit jumpy right now.
Yeah. Well, you burned
Yeah.
them up, so you're the heroes. So you just
hmm
torch them all to Kingdom Come. So
Yeah, we're the heroes. I
yeah.
like that term.
And you come down to when you. Oh, hang on a second here. So here you come down here on the slope where the. I'm going to go here and then you find a whole a pyre. It's burning by the where this watchtower was. So the watchtower is on fire, and you can see that there is a bunch of dead bodies in a pile that is also burning,
Okay.
and there's five shield landers standing there that they put bodies on the fire, and they're kind of looking at you guys like, oh, and they're like, oh, who you? Oh, are you the
Whip,
ones that Ottoman told about that he was up there trying to find in the hills?
Yep.
Whippoorwill, whippoorwill.
And then they laugh and say, oh, so you are those guys, or someone said, yeah,
Oh, you're those crazy guys.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay. Okay.
see the keep over there, my friends? At the very top.
Yeah.
There used to be some spears up there, and there was some doodads that were up there.
Yeah,
and
there
we
were some
were-
daredevils who climbed it in the early in the beginning.
That was us.
Oh, and they kind of, damn, you were like monkeys going up that tower.
Yeah.
I'll take your word on that. I don't know what a monkey is.
I was like a werewolf. So yeah.
Okay,
I
We-
that's
We
cool.
were like
also-
squirrels going up.
Okay, yep, yep.
hmm
Well, you see,
I,
I've seen monkey, and then they go off on a rant how they were down south and did things and like soldiery bragging left and right
And we're like, yeah, hmm
but they're cool, but they burn well, and he presents the bodies, so I'm gonna say they burn well. So yeah,
Oh, not monkeys.
So-
Monkeys don't burn well, but the bodies do.
I'm
Okay.
sure they burn well too, but we should not burn monkeys.
So
but
when
we burn
they
the
said
enemy
about the-
here. Once we kill them, we burn them.
Bannon
Yeah.
is trying desperately to say something. What do you
Oh,
want?
sorry.
yeah, I was going to say. So when they said they were having a party, I thought BOB was bring your own bottle, not bring your own body.
Well, we they
I
are
love
kind
it.
of laughing and said that, well, you in this party, you probably need to do both.
Sorry, Ben.
No, no, no. That's my backup character. You can't burn him. Leron's buddy Joe Bob is fair game though.
Hmm. Yep. Yep. And they are saying that they are gathering up by the keep at the gate.
Oh,
Uh, we just came from there. We got to go back.
Hmm.
Ugh. And she starts on a rant.
And they look at you
Really?
guys
Blah
like,
blah 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 blah
she's
blah.
gonna change into a werewolf. Watch out, guys.
uh-oh.
They're all
Are,
like, "What's a werewolf?"
are you going to change into werewolf? No.
No, I
Oh,
don't
okay.
have any wild shapes left.
Okay. Yep. Hmm.
But she's getting angry, and she seems to always turn into a wolf when that happens now. So
Yep. Hmm.
I'm warning them not to piss her off.
Yep. So I'm going to switch to the other better map here.
While you're doing it, I'm just going to be scanning for Elena or Katerina.
Hmm. Yep.
Hmm.
Mainly Elena, if I'm honest with you.
Yep.
Who is that you're looking for? I don't remember that name.
Elena, she was Katerina's dragon sister.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. I mean, I must have checked out on some of those. Of course, I missed a couple episodes too.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Well,
They almost
looking
some of the
for
oldest NPCs we have in
hmm
and
keep
you.
an eye out for Taurus, Nasrin, and Jace as well. You
Yep.
know, they're in and around the area.
Hmm. Yep. So you come down to when you come to here, so to speak, the first buildings down where you darted around on the other side when you got here,
Hmm.
or you first you came south
Yeah,
of
we
here
were.
and then you darted back north. So now you come
Yeah,
in
we were
the
over
proper
here.
road, so to speak. Exactly, and you
Yeah.
notice that there's now a bunch of civilians coming out of the huts and they're kind of looking left and right, and you see a couple of Shieldlanders that are kind of checking on them and see if any of them needs first aid and hand out a little bit of food and stuff. And you can see these little squalid little huts that are half dug out into the hill. They seem to a lot of the people that did probably a lot of the manual work and stuff here.
Hmm.
They lived in these little squalid huts, and they're now coming out, a few of them, and they look terrified. And the Shieldlanders, they give them a few blankets or like some clothes and yeah, just like first aid and stuff, and that's going on. And then you come to and you hear music.
Okay.
Yep, someone is playing like flute and a little bit of a drum, and it looks like a tiny little band of someone playing music. Yep. Hmm.
How could
And
I have music
Cedric,
for this?
roll intelligence roll or intuition or yeah, insight, an insight skill.
16 total.
16 total. That sounds very familiar to you.
All right, I start humming it under my breath, trying to remember
Yep.
where I've heard this from,
Hmm.
probably back home,
Yep.
you
You
know.
no. You yeah, exactly. You heard it back home. You've heard that band play that
Oh,
tune in back in Dillard.
this isn't the Bard. It
It's
isn't him.
Bastin the Bard. It sounds
It
like
is
Bast.
Baston.
It sounds like Bastin the Bard. Yep.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm like, it's Baston.
Yep.
Oh,
Hmm.
that old bastard. All
Yep.
right.
Hmm. Yep.
I walk a little faster because that
Yep.
was the guy that lured
Hmm.
me into this whole
Yep.
shenanigans in the first place.
Yep. So when you come here, you can go up the street between the buildings here. And when you come here, it actually sounds a lot. You can start hearing it a bit better, so to speak. And when you get to this building here, so we can actually put you here, and so we have Sadik. You hang on a second. I'm going to do this. So you get to this building here, and
Hmm.
let me go in here. And no, that's the
We went behind that building, didn't we?
yeah. Now I just need
Yeah, we
to
came
yeah.
around this way
Yep.
because we were trying to avoid all the stuff going on in there.
Hmm.
That's where there was some guys coming out of the barn that were chasing us when we were over here by the entryway, and that's when we fought our first
We saw
Ia's
Grishnak kill
goats.
people.
Yeah,
We
Yeah.
saw Grishnak kill
yeah,
people here
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
walk off with the wolves.
yep.
That's right. That's right.
So you see when you come in, you hear through the doors and the windows. So you look look through the windows, and you see that they're inside the building, and the doors are a little bit open, and you can come in, and you hear, this is actually, is this the second? No, this is the first floor, I think. Yep. Hang on a second. I
This
need to.
looks like tables.
Yeah, yeah. So you come in, and there is this one is actually, we need to, hang on a second. We need to go to, that is
Okay.
level 0. Yeah, it is. Maybe I misplaced them.
There looks like the bottom of the building.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
different
It's
floor.
yeah. So there's something different. I probably stitched them together different. But anyway, it's an inn that used to be there. So there's like a bar desk, and like a bar, and some stools, and it's very shabby, and half the furniture is gone. But there's like 20 people in there, and a few people have like beer kegs, and they found some, and Baston Bar, they have an impromptu performance, and they seem to be already cheering, and starting to celebrate the victory.
I'm just going to
Uh,
look at Bannon and say, I think they're parting a little too much prematurely. I think they're very premature. We haven't seen the last of this mess.
And then
Look,
one of them tells you that, well, you party when you have the chance, and we've seen them run. They ran north up in the hills, hundreds of them, a couple of hundreds of them are on the run, and whatever was in there seems to be gone for the moment, so to speak. So you
Well,
party when you can. Yep.
I have no doubt of that, but I still think we're celebrating an early victory.
Mhm.
So, and
We're
then I
not
just
celebrating victory. We're celebrating we're still alive.
I just take a drink and settle at one of the tables and just,
Okay, good. Yep.
become moody.
It's
I'm just,
and
typical me.
everybody, they're looking at you like, come on, and they're like, and they come on, cheer up. This is supposed to be a good moment. We're still alive. We're healed up, and the enemy is on the run.
so anyone
I,
seen Katerina?
Not at the moment, no.
I'm afraid, Baston, that if a thunderstorm were to erupt and gold pieces were to rain from the sky upon Sable's head, she would complain about the impact of the coins and not how many there were on the ground.
I'm a moody
Wow.
individual. I always have been.
Yep.
It's the way I
Yep.
play the character. So,
Yep. It's awesome.
so
Yep. So
no.
but they, yeah.
And I
Who's in
glance over
charge
her,
here?
afraid that she's going to turn into a wolf again, and I wink at her. But
Yep. So Bastin the Bard comes in, and it's the band, they give you hugs, and oh, awesome to see you here, and you made it, and so on and so forth, and they're kind of, yeah.
I can't find my
Who's in
initial piece
charge
of
here?
paper from who were we supposed to give the skulls back to?
Well, that's what I'm looking for, Katerina. That's why I'm asking.
Was it
Who's in
Katerina
charge?
that wanted them?
Yep.
Okay.
And yeah, and Bastin say she's out checking the surroundings. She will be here, and they kind of take a break from the playing a little bit, and then people are, it's not partying like crazy, but they are taking a drink, and people are
All
taking
right.
rest. Some of them are sleeping, and so on, and there's gathering horses outside. There's a bunch of people taking care of the horses, and you can see there's probably about 30 or 40, 50 people in here, but there's more people coming. You can tell that the that wagon shed on the other side where you had Glushnag and stuff, meaning and stuff, that is also turned into an impromptu temporary stable with horses and stuff in, and there's probably at least 100, 200 soldiers and stuff in the vicinity. You can tell that there's a lot of horses and soldiers, and it's turning into an impromptu army camp, so to speak. So it's,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm not taking a drink. I'm keeping hold of that bag very
Mhm.
tight.
Yep.
And just protecting it
Mhm.
because I'm not gonna relax until Katerina has got
Yep.
her hands on it.
Yep.
And I'll stay close to you. I'm not a naysayer. I'm not gonna blow anybody else's fun. I'm just a quiet person in the corner. I'm
Yep.
just,
Especially when things go overboard like now. So
well,
yeah.
I'm absolutely exhausted too. It's
Yep.
been a long
Mhm.
day.
A lot of
So,
people are exhausted, so but they're kind of
mhm,
thrilled, and they're like kids before they fall asleep, so to speak. They kind of,
mhm.
it's the
Hmm.
last
Hmm.
of the adrenaline that needs to come out, and stuff. So yep.
This is normal warlike behavior. You
Yep.
celebrate the fact that you're alive and that
Yep.
there's booze to drink, and
Yep.
it's like,
Yep.
drink it now because you
Yep.
might have to move somewhere else where there isn't booze.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Yep.
So they drink a bit and take it easy, and it takes about half an hour or something, and then it starts to quiet down a bit, and people come in and they say that you need to be out there keeping an eye out, you can go to sleep and stuff like that. So
okay,
they go around issuing orders and checking on people, seeing that everybody's, some have wounds and stuff to tend to, and they heal up, and then they simply say, now you take a sleep. And then there's like sergeants or something going around saying, I need two more people to guard in that direction, and the rest can just take it easy and sleep. And some are ordered to find some food, and some people are ordered to keep the fire going in the fire. So they seem to be well organized, and it seems to be
good.
fairly okay, so to speak. So right now you're probably in the safest spot you've been. There's at least a couple of hundred people keeping, but where at least 20 or 30 or at least 10 or so are out there keeping an eye out in every direction, so to speak. So the rest can rest and sleep. So yeah, and there's some
I'm gonna
priests and stuff around too. So you see Heronians and Pelorians and stuff. So yep.
Any sign of Jace?
And no, Jace doesn't seem to be here at the moment. So yep.
Okay, all right.
But if you ask for him, so hello, Phantom. Awesome. Thank you
I'm
so
just
much
gonna
for stopping by. Yep.
Does
just gonna say to
Brunor?
Ben.
Yep.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say to Ben that he should go have a drink and find a young girl to dance with and have a bit of fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Bent is kind of, ooh, this is, yeah, he's probably, yeah, make sure you
I think
give.
his best bet for a young girl is your sister.
Someone is,
Smoldering blue eyes through
yep.
the TV screen
Mm-hmm.
here.
Yep. Yeah, someone gives Bent a big keg of ale that seems to be a really good quality, and told him that damn, it's cool to have the newbie and welcome him into the group and stuff. And so they welcome him and give him a big. They find a big keg of some really good ale and some bread and stuff
Hmm.
and give it to him. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want a beer.
Yeah, you can go around finding it. So there's tap beer to be had too, but Bent got he's the junior new recruit, so to speak. So they want to charm him with some special ale they found there somewhere, and otherwise they have kegs of brew they brought with them. So they have a
And
supply wagon outside too, because what they have inside here in the it seems to be, it's not much to brag about. They are using
Okay.
does
it's not as well stocked in. It's most of the furniture is broken, and the shelf seems to have been empty and stuff like that. But it was at least a little bit of shelter. So
okay. Does Katarina eventually appear?
yes, eventually she will appear. It take a couple hours, but then she appears in, and there's hugs and cheers and so on and so forth. So and she's there with her little personal retinue of about
Mhm.
8 or 9 people around and stuff, and they seem to be the tough guards, so to speak. You see some people around that are the really tough ones, that the one that see devils and demons everywhere, and
I thought that was us.
yeah, so
Because we
they
always
don't
see
seem
demons and
to
devils.
oh yeah, but they seem to see even more of it, so to speak, and they go around always vigilant, so to speak. And when she comes in, there's a couple of them stand outside, and there are probably 10 plus levels, and they stand there just keeping an eye on things, and so she seems to have a personal retinue, and Alwen and Rihanna are there too, so they come with her. So she has like a retinue, and everybody seems to automatically show loyalty, so to speak. But it's very friendly. They give hugs and stuff. It's not hard discipline, but it's more like respect, and they see this bunch of soldiers stuff seems to be more like a bunch of friends, good friends and family, rather than a hardcore disciplined force in that sense.
I will get up from the chair I'm on and
Yeah.
walk over to one of her retinue.
Mm-hmm.
Not directly to her because I don't
Yeah.
want to be too brash, which
Yeah.
is unlike Sable, which is
Mm-hmm.
you guys can notice it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to walk up there and have a quiet word with them, saying that we need to speak with her when she's
Mm-hmm.
available.
Yep.
And we'd like to do it in private,
Okay. Then
and
then then
then walk away.
yeah, and he
Ben,
automatically he just put the hands on your shoulder and say, well, if you have the goods, we're very very grateful, and thank you so much for your what your contribution today. It will be not be forgotten.
And I'm going to look at them. We would like to be divested of them. We do not want to hang on to them. So
Okay,
we'd like them in the
so
proper
yeah,
hands.
then just bring them here, and you can bring them to her at your leisure, so to speak. So
Okay. Well,
yep,
Bannon seeing her has already started awkwardly walking towards her,
yep.
mhm.
trying to remember how to say "good to see you" in Draconic, and probably
Ah,
making a
okay.
right.
Yep.
Mhm.
So you see Katerina, she looks at you, and she starts saying like a polite phrase in Draconic, just waiting for you to say your stuff, because she it's almost like she could sense that you were trying to formulate a sentence, and she smiles and she's like, come on, say it, like a mother who wants the kid to talk for the first time, kind of thing.
Like, Mama.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I'm probably making a right pig's ear of that because I'm not very good at
Roll
that sort of
an
stuff.
intelligence roll, I think it will be, because we don't have any skills in language per se. So roll a yeah,
So that would be a 7 then,
a
because I've
seven.
got -1.
Well, and she laughs a little bit, and then she gives you a hug, and she whispers in comments that's a great start. So don't worry about it, and so on, and then then after that she kind of went. Do you hand over the sack with the
Absolutely. Get rid
Yep.
of that thing.
And she everybody and she holds them up and say, "This is what we got," and everybody cheers and cheers to the heroes, and she kind of open her arms and show off and tells everybody that you guys were the winners of this battle, and you were the bravest. So hats off to you guys.
Which means a
Uh,
lot coming from Katarina. So
Yep.
I'm actually
We were
gonna.
monkeys.
Yes. Yep. And everybody's like they give you hugs and cheers
Mhm.
and so on. So everybody's like, come on, now you need to drink and have fun and be merry for a bit. So
And Sable
um,
will gradually give in to some of it.
yep.
She's still gonna remain wary though, because she doesn't
hmm
100% trust these people yet.
Okay,
You know.
Katarina comes and gives you a good some good ale and or some good wine even find a bottle
Hmm.
and tells you to
Mm.
now you need to relax and have fun and enjoy rejoice in this, she says, because we're on the winning side now.
Hmm.
We
uh,
have him on and his force his henchmen on the run at the moment, so it's good.
Well, I'm going to toast her and just say thank you.
hmm Oh,
Thank you for trusting us.
no, she said thank you, she says, because you work for me, so it's my pleasure to thank you. Yep.
Well,
Bannon's going to be blushing deeply whilst whole that thing, and then looking across her Katerina's sister, looking really awkward and quite bashful, which is not what Bannon normally would look like in these
hmm
situations.
hmm
He's,
hmm
you know, he's got that sort of it's puppy love, shall we say?
Yep.
hmm hmm
Hello, Dale and Alex. Yep, it's Furyundi wine, probably. Yep. Probably Furyundian wine. Good Furyundian wine. Yep.
hmm But yeah, I'll nudge Van and say, "Go ask her to dance. She'll be fine."
hmm
Bruh. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Bent, go ask Katarina to dance.
And Bent
Hey,
is
yeah,
like,
Bent, go for it.
Bent is doing it. He's like, okay, and then he stumbles
Oh
over,
shit.
and halfway there he realized that what the heck am I doing? And but he gets his dance, and Katerina, they have all fun with it, and Bastin and his band, they play and our Mary and Cherry, and yeah, it's the right time for it. So and Bent has the time of his life. So
Well,
he
that's good.
dances with one hand on the ale keg and drinking and spilling it all over his face, and it gets, yeah, it gets awkward, and everybody's having a good time. So it's fun.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yep, that's good. That's good. We got Bannon, or not Bannon, Bent his first little
Yes, you got him
foray
drunk.
into
Yep.
dating.
Dating and drinking and stuff.
Hmm.
It's, oh damn, you are making him, you're going downhill here. So yeah, it's awesome. Yep.
Going downhill.
Yep.
Nah, we're having fun.
Yep. Yep.
Ben's like our little brother. We take care of him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No. I know you don't, Bannon, but hey, we do what we can.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Cedric and Sable are taking care of Bent. So yep, it's awesome. Yep.
I just like to tease him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what are we doing, guys?
Yeah.
Are we still gonna pass out from
Uh,
drinking, or are we just
Well, I mean, you guys can pass it. I'm going to try and awkwardly talk to Alina and sort of
Okay. Yep.
spend some time alone with her and offer
Mm-hmm.
to sort of,
Yep.
you
There's a
know,
second floor on this. You can go up the stairs, and there's like a up there, and it's kind of perfect. There's some people have gone up there to go to sleep here and there, and you can find a corner there. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So typical house party.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Typical
Okay.
house, impromptu house party when you raid the neighbor's house and you just go in there and yeah, you just take it over, or the neighbor's barn, so to speak. You just go and have an
Hmm.
impromptu party in the next door barn. Yep.
where I'm from? That's called gravel pit parties.
Okay, you have a name for
Yep.
it too.
Yep.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep,
Quarries. Yep.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
yep, gravel pit and quarries.
Yeah, I mentioned that because we also had impromptu barn parties where I grew up too.
But no, Sable's just going to be kind of reserved, but still having a good time because she
Mm-hmm.
knows it's
Yep.
been a major
Yep.
victory,
And
but she's going to be thinking about what could be coming next,
mm-hmm.
and
Yep.
she's wishing her parents could be here with her.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So, because that was her
Mm-hmm.
main reason for coming through this whole thing was finding out what happened to her
Yep.
parents. So,
Yep. And we have no kumquats. It's too far away from Altamira for kumquats here. So
I was like,
that's it.
kumquats? What
Yep.
the?
Mm-hmm. That's
Random.
yep.
Yeah, random is right. It's like, what?
Oh yeah, but kumquats is the thing with the Altamira is kumquats is on the shield and stuff. And Steven Chinalda, CEO of Trollord Games, when we were going to kick off Altamira, he actually got a kumquat tree and he started growing it, and the first kumquats are now ripe from it. So it's
Oh.
kind of awesome.
Weirdos
So,
over in Altamira.
yep,
Yeah.
yep, it's kind of cool. It's awesome. Yep.
I've heard the stories.
Hmm. Yep.
Hmm.
Okay, so anyone who wants to do any downtime activity and stuff, because now you have the chance, if any want to anything you want to repair or
I need
make
to get
any
some
do.
sleep is what
Yeah,
I need.
yeah, because now you have a time for a long rest and also any other prep and stuff you want to do that
Hmm.
way. And then
Once
sorry.
Bannon hands over the thing, I'm gonna try and get some sleep
Hmm.
because
Yep.
it's been a really long 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever we've
Exactly.
been doing this.
It's been yeah.
So
About
I
two
need to
weeks.
find a quiet place
Yep.
and get some sleep.
Yep.
So
2 weeks and you're in kind of a safe spot right now. So very
hmm
yep.
So, just a big brushstroke question here.
Hmm.
So we
Yep.
have retaken the keep, and now the keep is in the good guy's hand
At,
again.
at least it seems like the enemy has vacated it as far as knows, so to speak. So we haven't gone through every room or anything like that, but there's
Okay.
no resistance anymore. There's no one out fighting, no spells being cast or anything like that. So it seems like whatever the enemy was there is either killed or fled.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I would think that all of us might be interested in this, is that after a long rest, we volunteer to help with this, securing the keep
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
and,
Mm-hmm.
looking for information of
Yep.
maybe what happened to Bannon and
Mm-hmm.
Sable's
Yep.
parents. There
Yep.
might be
Mm-hmm.
some intel, some
Yep. Mm-hmm.
scrolls that
There's
might
yep. And,
start
hmm
looking for that kind of stuff,
yep. And
you know?
Katarina tells the story a little bit. This used to be a keep that was belonged to the family that ran this place, the barons of
Hmm.
Syrian and keep, and it's several hundred years old, and was built originally as an outpost, Iridian outpost, when to guard the area, so to speak. And then
Right.
when that was no longer needed, after Shield was created, then it became kind of a vacation spot or a summer residence
Okay.
for the barons, and a hunting lodge for it, so to speak. So it was used for hunting and to collect all the resources. And then it was also the buildings were in here was actually used for there was a lot of goat herders and people who had cattle and stuff, and they gathered when the weather was bad, and they also gathered to slaughter and to sell parts and stuff
Okay.
of meat and milk and whatever to get over. And it was an inn. So the building on the other side was actually a building where they could gather when the going got tough, but it was also a place where people who wanted to buy hides and meat and milk and all the other products that came from it could come and buy stuff. So they collected here, so to speak. So that was the purpose of the area, so to speak. So they kind of fill in a little bit. So and there's some other stories that we need to dig deeper into next session too. So yeah.
And I'm gonna
Yeah.
sometime during the night I'll walk up to Katerina
Mm-hmm.
and wish her well,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna ask her for a time to speak with her when we're not tied up with other things, if there's a
She
chance.
kind of looks around and two-thirds of the people are asleep and so on. So how about now? She's kind of
Um,
yeah, yeah,
sh Sure.
yeah.
You probably know, or maybe you don't know, that Bannon and I joined this whole thing because we want to know what happened to our parents.
Mm-hmm.
We come from a Druidic family,
Yeah.
and somewhere along the line, our parents disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's our main reason for being out.
Uh-huh.
But after tonight's battle and things, uh, I also officially want to join the Shieldlanders.
She is honored and thank you. We very very grateful for the trust in us, and we will do the utmost to live it. And so thankful for it. So she kind of bows to you and welcome to the force. And she's really yeah. So
Hmm.
definitely, and then she points to Ottoman and say that listen, take orders from him at the beginning, and we will go from there, so to speak. So because he's running this ragtag bunch at the
Hmm.
moment, so to speak. So I
And
assign you to him at first, so to speak. So
okay, I'll
yep.
nod
Mm-hmm.
and go speak with him.
Yep. And you realize he's snoring in a corner. So yeah.
Well, I'll wait. I'll
Yeah.
respectfully
Mm-hmm.
wait, but I'll
Yep.
make sure I
Yep.
memorize who
Mm-hmm.
he is.
Yep.
Hmm.
And
Wasn't he the one that came up and found us?
yes. Yep.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So he's the one that Taurus serves as well. So Ottoman
Hmm.
and stuff. He's the one of
And
the yep.
I'll
Mm-hmm.
since I see the Ottoman is sleeping, I'll go to my brother and say,
Yeah.
nudge him awake, and if he's dozed off or whatever, and just say, I joined the Shieldlanders officially.
Yep.
That's unexpected.
Yep.
Hmm.
And then Katarina comes up and she holds a coin that looks like a round, and she hands it over to you, and then she mumbles something and please state your name and hold it
And
and
I'll rattle off my
mm-hmm.
name,
Yep.
Sable, whatever
And you
Shaw.
see the coin glows in red, and then
Hmm.
you keep it. That's now your official identification.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Yep. And that is now tied. It's your true token. And
Hmm.
keep it. And it has the shield and stuff on it, and it has valor and there is like a written in a language you don't. It's not common. It's
Hmm.
Old Oridian. It's actually written in Old Oridian. But I'll read it up to you. I have it somewhere. It's the oath of
Okay.
the Shieldlanders. Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll do my best if she wants me to do that oath. I'll definitely do the best to copy what she says.
Yeah, but right
Um,
now you not
or
that's the oath you swear if you become a knight, so to speak, or something.
hmm
And
hmm
so far,
uh,
yeah. Hmm.
yeah, if she requires anything, I'm going to do it
No,
because
no, she
um,
seems to be perfectly fine with you serving already. So, yep. Hmm.
mhm.
Yep.
And then I'll look at Bannon and say, well, what do you think, brother? It's been a change that I think is needed to happen in me for a long time. I needed something to follow.
I mean, you, if this is what you need to feel at ease and relaxed, then this is the right move to do.
Yep.
It's just taking me by surprise because you seemed quite combative with them at the start. And
It's not really combative anymore. It's just I wanted answers and I wasn't willing to wait. That was the problem. And now I've realized that everything will come in time, and I've got a lot
been,
to learn as a druid before I figure anything else out. So,
I've been telling you this for ages, and and now you come to that conclusion on your own.
you know how well I listen to you. Come on. We never ever
Um,
listen to each other that closely. Come on.
Yeah, you just speak to each other. That's the yeah.
No kidding.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
And then I'm going to pat you on the shoulder and I'm going to go find some place to sleep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep, and
And you notice that even Baston the Bard and his gang have fallen asleep too in the corner there.
Hmm.
So yep.
Hmm.
And you notice that Katarina is actually standing outside, so she doesn't seem to want to sleep or need to sleep.
well,
Yep.
Hmm.
that's good because I'm going to ask. I'm just going to sit near her because
Yeah.
I'm still really uneasy about falling
Hmm.
asleep,
Yep. Yeah.
and I'm
So
just going to
so
say,
yep.
Hmm.
She's walking, just strolling outside, and oh, she loves the company. So please join me. And she kind of walks around a little bit, just take a look up the keep and stuff. So yep.
I'm just going to ask a little request for that. If I'm asleep and I start mumbling or doing anything weird in my sleep, just to
Hmm.
give me a boot to wake me up.
Okay.
I
Yep.
don't, I don't want to end up in that nightmare
Yep.
situation
So she
again.
laughs and say, "Then you shouldn't sleep. You should do like me. You should stay awake a century or so."
I'll be dead
Oh, of
after a couple of
course.
days. I don't even live that long.
You never know, she says, and with half serious, half smiling, half joking, she said, "You never know."
Okay. That's a new development.
Hmm.
She's going to look very confused and
Hmm.
sit
There
on
are
the floor.
some things here in the world. They live a long, long time in various ways and shapes and forms. So you never know.
Well, if you just drink enough whiskey, you get
Hmm.
internally pickled and you'll live
Yeah,
forever.
exactly. That. Yeah. Hmm.
Look at Cedric with the
Hmm.
smart brain.
Yep. Hmm. And she kind of, and it's good to see and hear that you're working on your draconic. That's awesome. She likes that.
Hmm. She better. I'm doing it just for
Hmm.
her. No.
Yep.
Or maybe her sister.
Yeah.
What? What's that? What's that? Come on.
What?
What? Yep. But no, I think we're finally all realizing that this is where we need to be.
Okay. Yep.
And
Hmm.
just,
See,
we need to
I've
be in
sold
with
you.
this group.
Hmm. Yep.
Hmm.
I'm
And,
recruiting, going
and
slowly.
just that, just to check, because I can't remember. I swore allegiance to Katarina. I didn't swear allegiance to the Shieldlands.
Well,
Is that a different thing?
you no, you actually swore allegiance to the Shieldlands if you but on the other hand, you probably felt like you swore, but legally speaking, and that way you spoke. Yeah, she didn't demand personal allegiance. She was like to her cause. So yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So officially, we're just Shieldlanders. We're
Yep.
not
Hmm.
not part of Katarina's crew
Yep.
yet.
Hmm.
Okay.
Right.
But who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe something more exciting will come
Hmm.
up for Sable. Who
Yep.
knows?
I think we should stop here for today, so to speak. I think it's not the longest session, but I think it's a good spot to stop because we have ended this and before we get into the next encounter and we're going to oh, look at that. That is so cool.
Just FYI for you, Stadric would have stayed with Jasirin.
Hmm.
We kind of forget that she's still with us,
Yep.
and
Hmm.
being
Hmm.
that we're the archers, we would have asked for orders from Ottoman on if
Yep.
there was a place that we needed to take a position as archers, just to be
Yep.
scouts
And
and
right now
shoot anything.
he's recovering, snoring in a corner. So,
Okay, so at
you
that
see,
point,
yeah,
yeah, just Siren and I'm just going to say Sadric stick
yeah.
together.
Hmm.
That way, we're
Yeah.
always paired up in
Yeah.
case anything were to
Yeah,
happen.
and you
And
you realize that
Kissing,
you have
hugging.
Katerina and her close followers. Several of them are actually standing guard outside. So
yeah,
so so
yeah. So
yeah. So
this long rest at this point, and then
yeah.
volunteering to help
Hmm.
secure the keep the next
Yep.
day. Yada
Yep.
yada yada.
Yeah. And
Just
someone whisper, "Now comes the fun part. We need to clear out every room in that place."
murder hobo.
Yeah.
Murder hobo. I mean,
Hmm.
yeah. Well, let's clear out the
Yep.
keep.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yep.
I can't. I've got to practice my draconic.
Yep. And Alex know exactly what's going on. There are several boots, nice boots to sniff in the barracks. So yep. Hmm.
Mm.
Yep.
You
I
had
love
me
how
a
people have
sniff.
picked up on that. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, there's boot sniffing
Hmm.
to be done here. So, yep.
And you
And
can
my
tell us
wife
where
is
all the
giving me a
enemies are.
look.
That's awesome.
Uh, She should give you more than a look and be like,
Yep.
"What? Yeah.
That was part of it.
What the hell?"
Yeah, nothing like hearing half a conversation.
All right.
She should be
yeah.
glad she didn't hear the other half.
Yeah.
All
Sometimes
right.
she asks me what's going on. But anyways,
Yep.
so 2 weeks?
2 weeks. Yeah, we should
Okay.
do 2 weeks, I think. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks.
What's up?
Not 2
Yep.
weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah, yeah. I think it's two either ways.
I could
Yeah.
see Dwayne making a movement in the camera. I was like,
Yeah.
"What the hell is he doing?"
Yeah,
Yep.
one's pretty much a fuck you, and the
Whippoorwill,
other one's 2
whippoorwill.
weeks.
Whippoorwill.
And now
whippoorwill.
everybody see how much crazy we are when we're playing. We're having a lot of fun. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. But no, it's just one of those things that Sable is starting to realize that she's going to need allies to get through this shit.
Yep.
Because there's some,
Mm-hmm.
after what we've seen now, we need
Absolutely.
to really
Yep.
start digging in and figuring out what the hell's going on and doing
Yep.
what we can to stop the IUs,
Mhm.
whatever you want to call them.
Yep. Thank you, Bill. Yep.
Because it's just one of those things that, as she gets older and more mature, which she's matured very, very quickly in 2
Mhm.
weeks,
Yep.
You have to.
it's just one of those things. It's you have to figure out what the hell you're going to do.
Yep.
You know?
And now she's the first time she's out in the world, so to speak. And she's
Mhm.
starting to
Yep.
see the bigger picture. So yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And to be honest, truth, she's been scared shitless most of this time.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
You and I both.
Yep.
mhm.
Yep.
Who hasn't?
That's why I'm wearing a kilt.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. A troll kilt. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep.
Got to be a troll kilt. Can't be any other
Yep.
one. That's the only fabric you'll stand.
Yep.
All right,
Fin-
folks. Well, Happy New Year.
Yeah. Same to you.
And we will see each other in a couple weeks here, and
Yeah.
maybe in a couple weeks we'll have a little more clarity on what's going on in our
Exactly.
hobby.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
until that time, be well.
Yeah.
Yep. You
Thank-
too.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone that popped in and
Exactly.
to watch
Thank
our
you,
shenanigans.
everyone. Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you, everyone. This is just our home game being streamed, so it's not we don't put on a special show or anything. We just play our home games and
Yeah.
Mhm.
stream it, so to speak. So that's
It's pay per sniff. So
Yeah.
if you want to see me boot sniffing, it's pay per sniff.
that's awesome. Thank you, everyone, and
Take
we
care.
will be back with. On Gabin this afternoon on Lord Gazumba channel. There will be a discussion of dragon adventures in Dungeon magazines. We are
Oh,
on
yeah.
Age of Worms, and hopefully Eric
Ooh,
Bona will
my
be
favorite.
there too. Yep. So that will be a lot of fun, and then we'll be Legends and Lore next week, and we will back with some mapping live stream on Friday.
Which I'll be there for.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay. So,
yeah.
have
So
a
it's
great-
going to be a lot of fun.
yeah. Have a great day, everyone, and see you soon.
Stay safe, everyone.
Yep.
Bye, guys.